Hey, what's up guys, Yuri's here and you see my Iaplc 120 cm behind me. I submitted this tank, not as it looks right now, this year into the Iaplc contest, but a slightly different version from it because there is something going on with the Glossostigma. I'm going to investigate what is going on with it, why it's happening, but guys, have you experienced anything just like this? Plants growing leggy after growing totally fine for a while? Please let me know down in the comments below. And by the way, if you're not a subscriber to this channel, spend a second and do it right now. Would really appreciate that. Guys, talking quickly about the setup here. This is a 120 by 50 by 40 centimeters tall white glass aquarium, or OptiWhite as you can call it. It's custom built by the German brand AQUARIENBAU-EMMEL. Links down below in the description, not sponsored. So this tank is lit by the Twinstar 1200. I got it a few years ago, and also filtered by Oase Biomaster 600. And I have the INTAQO controller equipped in this aquarium. We're gonna talk about that in a second as well. And I have something I want to do with this aquarium. We're gonna talk about that in a second as well. So lots of stuff to cover. Let's get started. So as you can see right now, the tank is a little bit neglected. That is because I've been busy lately. So what is going on here? The glass needs a little clean, should be done in a no second. Then the Glossostigma is growing vertically. We're going to investigate on the reason for that in a second. So obviously that needs a trim. Also, you're going to notice a lot of small stones like all over the place. So these little stones I added on purpose into the layout prior shooting the Iaplc final photo, just to fine tune the details on the photo. I left them in there and they are heavy stones. I have no idea how they have shifted and moved. Maybe I have Hulk Amano shrimps in there. They have superpowers. Who knows? So we're going to remove these little stones before we are damaging our scissors. So this is a little pro tip here. If you have stuff like this going on in your carpet, get rid of that first before you're trimming it. Okay guys, so we're half time within the maintenance, and yeah, let me take you through what we have done here so far. So first things first, I used the razor scraper and I cleaned the top rim of the tank. I like doing it first, getting rid of these calcium stains. Next, I cleaned the bottom part of the tank, you know, very close to the plants. I like using the razor blade for this, it gets the job done very well. For the main surface of the glass, I'm using tiny little sponges. They're super cheap and affordable. I get them in a package of 10 and I have one for every single of my aquariums. This way I'm not transporting any algae from one tank to another. That's a free pro tip for you here. So next I cleaned the lily pipes, which are in my case the Aquario Neo Flow. They are acrylic lily pipes, modular. You can build them in various ways with a built-in surface skimmer. You can shorten them, do all kind of stuff. If you want to learn more about them, check out my surface film video, link down below, or the live unboxing video, link below as well. So guys, coming now to the main topic of the video, which is why the Glossostigma has been growing vertically. Plus, I told you I want to change something on this tank radically, but on this later. So there is 4 reasons I can think of why the Glossostigma has been growing vertically, and I'm really curious to read your comments below if you have any ideas why it might be the case. So by my understanding, number 1 is a very common thing. When a carpet becomes really dense, then there is no way it can grow horizontally, then the plants start growing vertically. I've seen that happening many times. Usually, as soon as the carpet closes, then it starts growing vertically, or after a few layers. Next thing is, overall it's summertime, it's warmer outside, so it's getting warmer on the inside. The aquarium temperature is probably a little bit higher as well, so this could have caused it as well. So that was number 2. Number 3, when I noticed the vertical growth starting, that was shortly after a period where I had a CO2 shortage. So I had to swap out the regulator, so the tank was without CO2 for a couple of weeks. Maybe this has caused the beginning of the vertical growth. I don't know, guys. And then there is the 4th reason, my suspect is I have started using the INTAQO controller on this aquarium. So the Twinstar LED is no longer powered by the original power supply, this, you know, converter, power box, whatever. You know what I mean, this big bulky thing that kind of transforms the electricity. So I'm using the INTAQO controller. It's capable of doing this for the light, at the same time dimming up, dimming down, doing all this thing for all the Twinstar lights and many more. It can auto-dose fertilizer. I'm not using this feature yet. And it's also capable of monitoring your pH and also turning on and off your CO2 injection based on the pH level in the aquarium, which I've been doing before with a different system. So right now you can see like double pH probes and temperature probes. Also, it's measuring the temperature at the same time. So it's a super cool thing. I unboxed it live and talked more about its capabilities. Video again down below in the description. And while I changed all this, probably I adjusted the light schedule a little bit. Maybe, I'm not sure. So this could have caused the vertical growth as well. I don't know. We will probably never find out. However, now I'm trimming it back, bringing it back to normal. And there is one thing, like one question I get asked the most about this aquarium. And this is, Yuri, how do you keep the Glossostigma so compact, so shallow in this layout? How can you achieve that? Is there any secret? Am I adding any secret ingredient here? The short answer is, guys, no, there is no secret here. Maybe there is one thing, but more importantly, I believe, is to provide the plant all the requirements, everything this plant needs to grow healthy, which is nutrient-rich substrate. I have TROPICA plant soil in here. Most plants prefer soft water. I'm using reverse osmosis water, so this is another checkbox. I'm using CO2 injections, so high CO2 levels. Plants love CO2. This is what all the plant cells are made from. It's like the bricks and mortar, you know, what the houses are built from, like concrete, you know, what's in the walls. This is CO2 for your plant. And I have intense light. And from time to time, I give in a little bit of liquid fertilizer. So those are the requirements. If you can check them all off, then there is only one thing missing. And this could be the secret sauce, which is trimming. From the very beginning, when I set up this tank, you remember I've been fighting diatoms. The tank was a complete mess. For the first few months, I thought I f***ed up for the first time and I'm going to rescape it, take everything else. I was so close to it, guys. There is a whole video about the disaster. I will link it down below as well. Lots of videos today in the description. I got it right. You see it here, you've seen it before. It's doing great. But the thing is, from the very beginning on this aquarium, I was treating the Glossostigma like there is this line which is 10 millimeters above the soil. If it gets above that, it gets trimmed down to 5 millimeters, whatever happens. So from time to time, I had holes. Even now, I'm having holes in the carpet. I don't care. They're going to be filled in over time. I take it into account, right? So by doing this, the plant has no other choice than to adapt to the conditions you're giving it. Think of it like pine trees that growing in the mountains, like natural bonsai. They are forced by nature to grow in a certain way. They adopt and they survive. Same with the Glossostigma. It adopts and it survives. So trim, trim, trim. Now let's talk about my future plans for this aquarium. So I entered this aquarium into IAPLC 2021 contest. I wanted it to be a classic Iwagumi, just with a super shallow Glossostigma carpet, like I have seen in the Nature Aquarium Gallery in Japan. I was super impressed. I guess I have achieved that. Now it's basically done. But I'm not ready yet to take everything out, you know. I'm moving into the studio. I'm very busy and I don't want more empty tanks around, so I'm keeping it. But I want to spice it up, to change it. And I'm thinking to do something maybe crazy, maybe not. What do you think I'm going to do? Guys, drop comments below and keep watching, then you will find out if you've been right, okay? I have two options here, guys. Option number one, adding driftwood. Just some nice branches of ancient juniper wood behind the rocks, just to spice it up, bring in another twist to the layout. Option number two, and this is variable, with, without driftwood. I guess first, I'm more likely to do it without the driftwood, which is adding stem plants to the background. I would say this is then a modern type of an Iwagumi, where you have the shallow, classic foreground carpet, rock position, everything, and then you have the bushy stem plants like you would have them in a Ryoboku behind the stones. Probably some dope rotalas, super intense red colors, mix it up, you know, pink, red, orange, all the colorations, or just go full red, I don't know. So I have these options here, guys. I'm really curious to know which option you would choose. So now you have the choice. Just adding driftwood, adding stem plants, just one type, or adding like a myriad of different stem plants and make it super colorful and bushy. Let me know below what you think I should do with the background of this aquarium. I hope you enjoyed watching it, and I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye.